Hi guys! Good morning everybody, and of course it is Saturday morning, and we had a good night show last night. I finally did submit it up to be monetized, so hopefully we will get some $3 for it. So anyway, we did install the Botrix. The thing is I'm waiting to see if Botrix actually is working today. So we'll see if Botrix responds to commands. Right now it's gonna be the battle of the bots because you can imagine, because Nightbot's still here. And Botrix is sort of still in the dressing room, and I don't know what it's doing. Why does it take so long to put on your jersey? Come on. So, the thing is that we have been working on making some things better. And, I'm just gonna see if maybe Botrix finally shows up. I always wonder how that thing recognizes it, which ones do which. Clearly, Nightbot realizes that, it's just like Donald Trump was like, "You're fired, get out." Yeah, the reason is we're going to be upgrading Botrix to do all the stuff. It's because we had problems with the donation links before. So we got the PayPal link fixed, the Patreon link fixed up, the Streamlabs link. Yeah, see, you still got the old donate link up. I need to figure that out. Oh, wait. Okay. I did fix it on Botrix, but obviously Botrix isn't working, so we'll have to figure it out from here. Let's get the panel open here before I forget. It's QEQ. Quiet, educated, and quirky is the last 3 letters of the stream key. And no, I didn't work on the echo thing yet. But that will be my next project. But right now, like I said, if it was consistent, it'd be easier to work on it. Yeah, if it was consistent. Why did you still open another YouTube studio? You're in the wrong button again. Not only was I on the wrong button, I was on the wrong board. Oh, yeah, well, that happens. You get too many things on here. You got more controls here than on a spaceship. Or a 747 airliner. Oh my god, how many buttons you got? 10 minutes. No. Okay, here goes Noodles. Welcome to the Echo Chamber. How you doing today? How's it going?
Michelle.
What?
Michelle, you're on mute. You're on mute.
I'm on mute. Okay, good. I guess that's why I'm quiet today. Alright, let me unmute me. So, yep. Okay.
You're on mute, Michelle.
I'm working on it. Okay, I'm not tattling anymore.
No. So, Michelle, I got a question for you, okay, about the Discord. All right.
What's that?
All right. When I tag everyone in your Discord, all right, what is the problem?
When you tag everyone in my Discord? Nothing.
What's the problem with that?
But just people just didn't. Sponge just didn't understand why you were posting it in my Discord.
Why wouldn't Sponge want that?
Because he didn't know why you were posting about the meat lovers club or whatever. He didn't understand what that was all about.
I wonder why. All right. Tell Sponge to go fucking stick all his video games up his fucking ass, okay? Right up his fucking ass, and tell Sponge, don't tell me what to fucking do, Michelle. If you don't want me over there, I won't post anything. I don't want to hear it from this fucking guy.
Okay, can I make a suggestion for some of the people that kind of don't know? Could you give a little more of an explanation what it's about? Maybe he should have said that nicely and said, "Noodles, what exactly are you talking about?"
Well, he doesn't. He knows. He doesn't want anyone. Michelle, listen. You're surrounded by a bunch of fucking trolls. I don't care if the guy makes video games or not. Whatever. Michelle, listen. You wanna do whatever you want to do. I'm for that. Okay. All right. I don't need this guy telling me shit. Okay. These people fuck with you. All right. I'm not gonna listen to these people. I'll listen to you, Michelle. It's your show. I'm not gonna fucking tell you what to do. I mean, I can give you suggestions. But I find it very strange how this fucking motherfucker, okay, Sponge, all right, do Michelle a favor. Build her a fucking video game, scumbag. Fuck you.
Stop. Okay. Straighten it out now. So anyway, what did you think of last night's show? Let's talk about something a little more exciting.
I thought it was amazing.
Gizzy was talking everybody's ear off. I was starting to get all kind of dazed, as you probably could see that in my facial expression. I was like, oh, please.
Michelle, that's how your show should be, Michelle. It's a good, people want to go over there, they want to talk, they want to bring up maybe certain random stuff or just talk about life. You know, Michelle, it's not that hard. You just need the people over there. And to be honest with you, I don't know who the fuck this person Sponge is, okay? But I haven't seen this person help you out once. All right?
How do you know he's a gamer?
What? That's what he fucking told me.
How do you know he's not the kind of sponge you use in your ass after you do good shit for yourself? You know, you don't know what kind of sponge he is. Remember, the Romans use sponges on sticks to wipe their ass. Maybe he's one of those.
Yeah, and everyone used them, Michelle. Everybody. Everyone. The word everyone at everyone. It was a communal sponge. You fucking asshole. Not you.
All right, enough of that. Now, please go flush your pity pot. All right, anyway, so the point is that, so how's it going otherwise?
That's all right. You know, I went out this morning, saw the sunrise over New York. Got a cup of coffee, just got home, about to do my yard work.
Okay. And you can see we have some cirrus clouds in the distance today. It's going to be a little bit more mild. I think it's going to be about 50 degrees today. 53, 56, 56 or something like that. Oh,
it's supposed to be 60 here.
Okay. So, well, maybe for you it might be 60. But I do know it's supposed to be warmer. So let's see. I don't see any frostiness on their window, so that kind of tells me it's not that cold right there right now. Right now, but in my area, it is currently 46 degrees.
Yeah, I'm at 40 right
now. No, 46, because it's 8 degrees Celsius.
No, I'm at 40. I'm at 40.
Right, but it is going to be about a high of 56 today.
I'm a gamer. Fuck you.
Mm.
I have a feeling that's Andrew.
Andrew, I don't even see any of the side chats. I mean, I see some, but you're in top chat, that's why. Oh. Change it to all chat. What is you two even have this function? It confuses the heck out.
I don't know. It's so annoying. It is very annoying.
I mean, it's supposed to be like screening or filtering some comments, but what if it's comments that's for us that they think it's just some idle chit chat that we miss, and then everybody says, "He's ignoring me." I'm not ignoring you. I don't even see Andrew in here at all. I don't even see any. I just see Nightbot, and I'd say your name come up, and that's it. I don't see any other comments.
Yeah.
What? No, that don't make any sense. Okay, whatever.
Well, how many people do you have watching?
How many people? Right now, according to the other screen, it says I got 9 watching.
Mm-hmm. So it could be 9 lurkers.
There's one person. There's Dennis Williams. Hi, Michelle and Dave. How you doing today? Welcome to the show. Yep, welcome. So anyway, I tried to get Botrix working, but I think Nightbot is kind of stealing its thunder. I think we need to, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to just fire Nightbot and see if Botrix shows up? How you doing? I don't know. Yeah, I guess Nightbot, I don't mean to be rude, but I have a new guy for the new job, and I need to see if the new guy can do the job. So, could you mind if I fire you so I can hire the new guy in? Very thank you. There's your pink slip. Alright, so now let's see if Botrix can do the job. Okay, now
Fire and hire. Fire and hire.
Botrix is another chat client that is a lot more sophisticated than Nightbot is. But no, my rotten luck, it probably won't work. Well, that's why I didn't permanently hire it. Sherry Jackson, how you doing? That's why I didn't kick Nightbot, because I can always remod Nightbot if it doesn't work. So, yeah. So, because some people haven't been able to get Botrix to do their job for some reason. It's confusing. It is really confusing. How you doing, Sherry Jackson? You want to come up on the panel today? You want to give your Nightbot back its job? Hey, Nightbot, you want your job back for right now until we can find out what happened to your employee replacement? Here you go, Nightbot. You can get your job for now. Whoa, you got job security, don't you? Oh, yes, Nightbot has job security. Always will. Not really doing much. Just, just a general morning show. Listening while running errands. Okay. So, I gave Nightbot back its job because the new employee didn't show up yet. And we don't know where he is. Alright, Nightbot. Show me you still got the chops. Alright. Yeah, I actually do wonder. I think he's in a sore mood because you basically told Nightbot to evil. There we go. Nightbot says, "Okay, I'm still here."
I got a question for you. All right. Do you want people commenting in your Discord?
Of course, I want people to comment in my Discord. That's why it's a Discord.
What do you want them commenting about?
Anything, but like I said, I don't know what the original topic was about the Meat Eaters Club and all this, and I was like, what is this?
Okay, so I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna read what a Sponge said and then what you said afterwards. Okay, let me go back into the Discord. Okay, you can hear me, correct?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, let me go back.
I didn't really say anything nasty. I just explained.
No, I know. I'm gonna read it. Okay. Okay. I sent the screenshot of Meat Eaters Only Club. Right. Sponge tells me, please stop using this server as your battleground. I said, please stop telling people what to do. Michelle writes back, I agree at Noodles 1980, unless it really fits in here, please keep some of this on your own server. Okay?
Right.
Sponge Sponge responds, like, no one cares about the people who piss you off. We're here for Michelle's content. Okay? Now, the stuff that I posted has everything to do with what happened to you last night. I'm not bringing it to your show. I'm bringing it in the Discord, and this person doesn't want anybody seeing it.
All right, so Sponge obviously did not know some of the backstory. Okay.
Well, why is this person running around fucking telling people that they're fucking bad for posting shit in your chat and your Discord? Is this person talking to you, Michelle?
They haven't
telling you that this person's bad, that person's bad.
I think, I swear to God, there's a delay in the universe because you keep talking over me every time. All right. I was going to say was, no, I do not talk to Sponge much. But he does talk to me every once in a while. And he was wondering what the story was because he didn't understand the context of what was going on.
Okay, so then why would he tell me to not post that in your chat or in your Discord?
He didn't say you can't post it in my Discord. He didn't say that.
I'll read it again. He just
didn't know what it was all about. So let's clear
so then why did he ask that? This is what he responds with. Please stop using this server as your battleground.
Okay. All right. So now could you
So Michelle, when something happens with you and you want to talk about it, what do? Do I tell you not to talk about it?
All right, calm down, Noodles. All right.
No, I'm not going to calm down. Because this goes on and on and on with these fucking people, okay? I'm gonna tell this person, they're a douchebag, okay? And I don't want to hear, oh, hey, don't talk like it. If you don't want me around, Michelle, into this, I won't go. You got to tell me.
Not good. That's me trying to see if I can get Boxers to show up and do its job like it's supposed to. All right, now, could you explain to the audience what the message was about and how the message transpired? So maybe we have a little bit of a context, please. Could you talk about that a little bit? What the message means? Why you shared it? What was the reason you shared it?
I shared two things, right? I shared two things. One of them is showing exactly what they're trying to do. Okay, they're trying to get people banned from shows. They're trying to besmirch people. They're trying to make people basically disappear. Okay?
Right.
Then I sent you something else, of something that they're starting to do again, Michelle. Okay?
And then one question I want to know is, why are you even doing this? What's the reason behind it? What's the purpose?
Last night, someone showed up to your apartment, correct?
Right. I believe it definitely was probably, I think it was the state police, but I might be wrong. But the thing is, okay.
So I'm showing you that it didn't just happen to you. Okay? That's all I'm showing you. All right? I took a lot of pertinent information off that screenshot, but I'm telling you, it's not just happening to you. Just for you to be aware of that, okay? And that's why I did it in the Discord. I didn't do it up here.
All right, but why are
I didn't want to do it up here. I sent it.
Why are
And I find it very strange that as soon as I put that in there, that person jumped in and said, please don't do this. This is not your battleground, Michelle. These people are fucking with you. I'm telling you.
All right, let's show this message on the screen so everybody knows what he's talking about, just so we understand.
Do not show the screenshot with the other thing that I sent you. That goes to the police, Michelle. The other stuff you can show, not the second one I posted.
You mean not show the one from the Meat Owners Club?
You can show that. You can show the Meat Owners Club, but I put another one in there. Do not show that. That is going to the police, not for the audience to see.
Okay, I'll leave it alone then. Just keep it easy. All right. So they said is unless Noodles nothing's gonna change. Well, the question I have is, if they want to see changes, the first question is, what kind of change are they really looking for? Because it sounds to me like
I'll read it to you again,
I think some of them are very frustrated, and I'll tell you why I think they are. I'm just gonna give you my hypothesis. Let's see if I'm right. They're frustrated because basically, metaphorically, they got their back against the wall. Because every time my channel does good or other channels do good, it's with your help that you bring the goodness to the channels, and they don't like that. Because they like to keep running the whole show. And the problem is with you and other supporters of you, including me, they see us as the enemy because we're taking away their cookies. We're taking away their ice cream. We're taking away their cake, if you know what I'm saying. In other words, we are making them look small, and they don't like that.
They don't look. I'll read it. It says, "Void. Unless everyone bans Noodles, nothing is gonna change."
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Nothing is gonna change.
Which means
so last night, what happened to you?
As long as noodles is a major part of shows, they're not going to be able to spread like American cockroaches throughout the entire YouTube channels, because every single one of them has got the boric acid powder by their side, which is named noodles. And they don't like that. I get it. That's one of the reasons why I saw the other comment that was in the woman's group, which goes into a little more detail. And I responded to that comment. I said, why do they keep pushing this crap over and over again? Why can't they push something useful to the American people? For example, why not can't they push ways to get lower your energy bills, or helping people to make the dollar stretch a little further, or find less expensive car insurance, things like that. Come on. I think it would be much better if they could use some time to do something productive for the public. Oh, now Bowtrix has joined the channel. Welcome, Bowtrix, for finally showing up. You're a whole fucking 23 minutes late for work. You haven't even showed up for your first day at work and you're already 23 minutes late. You know what? I'm sorry, Bowtrix. I'm going to have to dock your pay. Really? Come on. I don't like late bots. I like bots when they show up on time when they're supposed to be on time, and Nightbot has been on time. He's been a reliable worker. I'm going to give you a try, Bowtrix. Don't piss me off. Oh, okay. I know. I'm just kind of kidding around with the computer. But anyway, So anyway, I'm just getting something here. How are we going to deal with the issue that you mentioned? I mean, these people are saying all kinds of shit. You know.
Well, Michelle, I guess we should listen to Sponge and just not talk about it.
Right. Well, okay, Nightbot. I think Nightbot, you can go back on the sidelines now. Okay, I got it. Let me just fire Nightbot, because Nightbot is already pretty much his replacement came up on the job. And I should give him your severance check too, because Nightbot, you've been a good server. I mean, I don't really have anything against you, Nightbot, but I don't need to have two of you guys repeating the same things. I know it's an inanimate piece of software, right? Yeah. So for you guys in Kick, you probably did know that I did some comparison between Kick and any other software. You get some neat features. So come join us where the fun is. Okay. So now, what are we going to do to show these people that we are not going to be misled, persuaded, or manipulated by these people, the meat-only clubbers club or whatever?
Well, Michelle, first you got to prosecute them, and you got to beat them at everything they do. So right now, you got people trying to get views, Michelle. We can beat them at that. We can beat them at that 100%.
Yeah. Well,
at the end of the day, people don't want to deal with scum.
What I want to know is how the hell do they get how do they think they have the authority to say all this horrible stuff about people? Let's start with that. I mean, like, they're just ordinary YouTubers like the rest of us. And yet they think that it's appropriate for them to try to tell us, content creators, that we should do. These people have their own channels. Whatever they want to do on their channels is their beeswax. I'm not going to stop them from doing whatever they're going to do on their channels. But for God's sake, these people have no right to start influencing or telling other channel creators who they're supposed to have on or off their show. It's just not fair.
It's about control, Michelle. They want control.
Yeah, I know. I know that Sponge is definitely. I think Sponge originally was from Rick, one of Rick's trolls originally, but he never did anything wrong in my Discords. That's why he's still there. But he never did anything wrong. He nethe did the kind of craziness that Yam Ranch used to do or anything. So I let him stay because he didn't do anything wrong. But the thing is why do they think that these people? And I'm not talking about Sponge because I think he's just an innocent observer. What I'm saying is, why do these people, like in the message that you showed, saying these things? Who are these people? The Meat Only Lovers Club.
Michelle, I guarantee you they're people that have been here before, maybe even in your Discord, etc. Just like this person, Sponge, Michelle. You don't know this person. Okay, people pretend. You never met them. None of that, Michelle.
Right. I don't know. I do not know everybody in my Discord. I mean, I know from talking to them. But I don't know everybody's backstory as a content creator. I mean, I'm sorry, but my brain is not a big, giant, oversized Rolodex. Oh, I'm sorry. That's so out of date nowadays. Isn't those things known as little personal data assistants? Yeah. You think I'm going to go spin through my brain, go flip all the cards, go see which cards associated with every person, everything that they do? No, that's impossible. 7.5 billion people in the world, and you're expecting me to remember all of them? I got better things to do in my life. Yeah, they did finally ask me if I was online last night. Yeah, they said, "Oh, wait, are you on YouTube?" I said, "Yeah, I'm on YouTube." So it's a swatting thing. They said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." He sounded disappointed. I really think, please stop misusing emergency services, people. Because what if there was a real emergency and that one officer, it was one officer. I think it was the state police, because I don't know if Winston really does much police work anymore, because they send all the calls now to the state police. But the point is that the one officer, he had a state cop hat, which is different than the Winston police hat. So I don't think it was Winston police. But the thing is they're there to protect and serve and keep people safe. Not to listen to some bullshit from some YouTuber that calls in to make fun of everybody else. Come on, give me a break.
So Michelle, this is what they're doing. Okay, I'm going to tell you exactly what they're going to do because they did it to me. The local police will stop responding, right? And once they figure that out, they will call the state police, the county, whatever. Once that stops, Michelle, then they start calling the fire department, and then they start calling the ambulance.
Right.
That's just the way it goes. That's just the way they've done it to me.
But what's the point? What's the point? I mean, they stopped delivering pizzas too because.
Well, everything's free. You ever notice that? Everything that they do is for free. They never have to pay for anything. If you made them pay for it, they probably wouldn't do it. They're just cheap trolls.
Are they jealous of us because we're bringing in the views and they're not? I'll tell you, if that's what it is that they're jealous, here's the detail, people. Work on your content.
Michelle, that's not it. It's the fact that they can't be on your show because they don't want people knowing who they are because they've done some terrible things, right? They won't show their face, they won't show their voice. So the only way to interact with your show, okay, like to reach out and actually talk to or touch you is by sending the plea, and they watch it happen and they say, I did that. And they're like, oh my God, this is great.
Yeah.
I'm part of the show. I made that happen.
It's just the thing is that it seems to me like if they're jealous or envious and they definitely don't like you, obviously, which is part of it. But yeah. If they're that envious and that jealous because my show brings in more viewers than they do, don't you think that the most logical thing they would do is start working on making their content better? Because I think that's what they need to do. If you guys want to be successful on any platform, I don't care what it is. Kick, Twitch, Trovo, YouTube, Facebook, Patreon, whatever, okay? Is you got to make your content appealing. If you're not going to do that, if you're not going to say, hey, let's make better content, then you're not going to get better content.
Michelle, why would they do that when they can just get rid of you, right? And then they don't have any competition. So I've been saying this for a while. I'm like, if you guys keep letting all this striking shit go on, whatever, all you're going to have is this channel, this channel, and this channel. Is that what you want? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, that's what they want. They don't want any of the competition. That's why they do this stuff, Michelle. They cannot compete with you. Michelle, I'm telling you right now, and you better listen to me, okay? There is nobody on planet Earth that is like you. I'm telling you. There are tons of people like Bergs, okay? There's tons of people like zombies. Michelle, I'm telling you right now, there is nobody on planet Earth that is like you, and I'm telling you, Michelle, that is worth a lot of money.
You're right. There is only 7 winter stewards in the world. None of them are dual sold. None of them, on top of that, are legally blind. None of them have Asperger's on top of that. And Tiger Kitty wants to come up in the panel now. Hold on a minute. I didn't even hear her call in. Go ahead, Tiger Kitty. How are you doing?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I just want to say about them calling the ambulance. That was the dumbest thing I think I've ever heard.
I don't think it was the actual ambulance. I think it was the state police, actually. I didn't see an ambulance uniform on the guy. Because
if it was a health thing, that's dumb as shit. Because if something does happen to you and you do need those services, hopefully you never do.
Well, let's put it this way. As I told the local police department, if I'm going to call you and I need customer service, I'm going to actually talk to the dispatcher and I'm going to tell them where I live. And I'm going to tell them my address. And I'm going to tell them the room they're in so that they can find me. Right. I'm not going to use a robotic voice to do my job when my real voice is more than loud enough.
You can get a copy of that call and see who called in.
I'd like to go see it. But they told me, just like the last time, they don't know because it came through as a text message or not automated voicemail message. They didn't come through with a human being on the other end. It came from anonymous phone numbers. They figured out how to do that. How does the Enhanced 911 service allow that? Enhanced 911 is supposed to work with a real phone number.
Well, yeah, you're in the middle of nowhere, though, and that's the only thing you've got to use. They've got to come, haven't they?
Michelle, I'm going to tell you something right now. That the first time I realized they weren't using phone numbers, they were using like a if you have a security system,
right?
That's what they were using. They weren't using real phone numbers, Michelle. They were using a system that would send out alerts. Phone number like from prank.com
or something, and either they have anonymous phone number rejection turned on, or they're using a prank number service, which is legal. I don't know why, but it is.
But why do that to you? What have you done to anyone?
I haven't done anything to anyone. That's just it. I don't know why they're even doing this at all. I think it's because I'm friends with Noodles. I think they, again, like Noodles said, that they want me to tell Noodles to go away. Because then they think they can come in like the cockroaches if I didn't put down boric acid powder. That ain't gonna happen.
Joe. Exactly. You got it. You know what? It's no harm done at the end of the day, but fucking childish. And if we do find out who it was, well, you'll never live it down.
You'll never know because, unfortunately, as I said, the Enhanced 911 service doesn't show phone number. They need...
I know, but we can get the call, Michelle, and if they use their voice, it's quite easy to
They're using a robot. They're using a voice AI app, a text-to-speech app. Like
they told me that they were using some kind of like you go online. It's like if you had ADT, right?
Yeah.
They said it was something like that because they asked me, they said, do you have a home security system? And I said, no. And they're like, it's weird because the call that came in came from a, like something like that. They wouldn't tell me exactly, but they said it was from like a automated service.
Agency, yeah.
I mean, who's got time to be fucking bothering with all that shit? God.
These people have a lot of time on their hands because they got a whole bunch of guys and girls who are bored. They're not doing nothing productive with their time.
And yeah, but to hurt you, Michelle, is another thing. I mean, what the fuck have you done to anyone? That's just stupid. Stupid.
Yeah, it is.
If you were live as well. Because
this happened 2 years ago. It started in November 2 years ago.
I know, but they always do it when that person's live so they can catch it.
But you know what? I'll tell you one thing, Noodles. I think Noodles will agree with me on this. They only do this on channels that they see as a threat to their platform. That is, the channels that they realize are better than everything else that they've ever done. That's why.
You know what I think happened, Tiger? I think that when that kid got caught, they fucking, they hid for a little bit.
Yeah.
They think the smoke was cleared, right? And they're starting to do the same shit again. I'm telling you.
It's so fucking childish. Grow up. Grow up.
It is childish. It is. And they need to grow up. First of all, if I'm going to say this, if you really think my content is better than yours, make better content. Show us your skills. If you can do this kind of crap, you can certainly make a bang-off and wonderful show.
This is YouTube, guys. Hello.
Yeah.
It's also, it's also like America. Like, people can provide services for whoever they want, right? If someone's better at making a sandwich, okay, than me, I'm not going to be mad about it. I'm going to be like, wow, that's the best sandwich I've ever had. They won't fucking do it. I'm telling you. It's like they want to live in communism. This is total communism, Michelle. They want to bankrupt you. They want to run you away. They want to scare you because they don't want to compete with you.
Wow.
You know what? I mean, as far as craziness, I've seen people call 911 when their Facebook goes down and the kind of thing like that. It's ridiculous. I see one person call 911 because they got the wrong order at McDonald's, of all things.
Yeah, that's true. But Michelle, throwing this pedo word around is actually damaging for real victims. And real
it is damaging.
And no one thinks of anything now. Someone could come in here that I don't know, and someone could say, oh, he's a pedo.
But you know what? Maybe if the word gets thrown around a lot, maybe it might lose its sting, though. Because after a while, people are going to hear it every day, and they're going to like, oh.
Right, that's what I'm saying, Michelle. So they've now made the word fucking pointless. It used to be a horrible word to call someone. But now it's just another fucking word that people banter around.
And the same has been true originally with the N-word, too. Right. And a few other words that were part of the English language that were usually reserved either for very specific groups or as racial slurs. Even the words that were never intended to be racial slurs have become ones.
Noodles, do you think you know who it was?
I remember hearing this, okay? I remember hearing this. And I've heard it multiple times from this guy. He keeps telling me, Botter's coming back. Botter's coming back. I'm telling you.
Oh, maybe Botter is coming back. But the thing is that...
No.
You got to know about Michelle. I don't think you would...
Michelle, so here's the thing. The person, they caught somebody doing something, right? But they didn't catch him doing everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. These people hid for a little bit after this person got caught. I think the dust, settled. No big deal, Michelle. Now they're coming back. Okay, that's what I'm getting everyone prepared for. That's what I'm telling you guys. Okay, if I was to lie to you, Michelle, I feel like I'd be the biggest scumbag ever. But they're coming back.
That's one of the reasons I definitely was also thinking about having more of my content on Kick. Even though that was just a minor reason originally, because on Kick, they don't come to Kick. They won't go to Kick.
They have been to Kick, Michelle. They do go to Kick. They were in Kick a couple of weeks
ago. Some come to Kick, yeah. But they're like the 1 or 2 American cockroaches just crawling in under the door. They don't really, it's not a big thing over there. It really isn't.
The thing is, Michelle, you have 2 kind of trolls that it could be. So, it could be old Yummy.
It could be Yummy, it could be Body, it could be just...
Body Yummy.
You know, it could be anybody. But the thing is, the 2 troll types are the funny trolls. They're just trying to have fun. They're not trying to cause harm. And then you have the cyberbullying. And then you have the physical abusing trolls. Now, the physical abusing trolls are the kind of people that literally come to your house and try to mess up your face. Those are the ones that are the most dangerous of all of them. Of the 2, the last 2 are the most dangerous. The first one is not mean to cause harm. They're just going to have a little fun. The problem is that the second category sometimes encourages the third type.
Yeah.
So, that's a reality. You know, that's just sad. I want to see if this thing shows up properly now. Yes, it does. Okay, cool. So you'll see I updated the donate links a bit. Unfortunately, we just fired Nightbot. We got Botrick set up over here now. And we did work on the other page. I don't have it turned on right now, but I'm going to show you this. Where is it? Go right. Okay, the screen. Yeah, the screen. So I did work on this last night. And I was realizing that we needed to fix a few things on the software. And I did. So let me turn on YT links here. Okay, you see here. There we go. There's YT links. Now, you'll see I made it a lot smaller now, a little more compact. So, do you think it looks better, Tiger Kitty?
I'm not sure what I'm looking at. That Botrix thing.
It's the box thing that has the 3 links in it. Has the super chat info. It has the...
I don't see it. Where is it?
It's in the corner. It should be coming up on your screen shortly.
Oh.
You see the blue box thing?
Yeah.
Right next to my head. On your left.
It says subscribe. It just says subscribe.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now. I see it. Sorry, I'm a bit behind.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. I know you are. Anyway,
So how do you donate to that?
How do you donate to that? The email, just type in donate, like I just did. It's in pinned comment. You see where it says donate to Botrek. You can also access it by typing YT donate.
Can you make it come up again? Donate to bot, whatever it is.
So if you don't want to see all the donate links, just type in YT
I just
donate.
Test it out. Hang on, Michelle, Amazon wishlist. But oh, there it is. I see it.
Okay.
I got it.
Yeah.
Hmm?
I know, Dennis. Are you related to Bubba Warbucks? Because Bubba Warbucks used to be a major benefactor on my channel. We used to talk a lot about technology and stuff like that. And his first name was Dennis. Yeah. The fake channel Lolly and John made with the fake letter about noodles. Oh. Oh, and
I'm trying to use that friggin' thing. But
okay, so you just pull up the link here. Just go.
I've done it, but I don't see how that knows how to take it out of my bank account. But I don't. Oh, I see. It goes straight to PayPal.
Right. It connects. This Botrix link here connects it to my PayPal.
Okay.
I just posted the link on the screen there. Oh, that's my store.
Well, should this come up now then? I did it.
Okay. Oh. Sound effect. That must be the little donate link came up. Cool. I didn't change all the sound effects. The super chats, of course, still work. The super stickers still work.
So why did the donation show up?
What the why didn't they? I don't know. Like I said, I'm still working on all this stuff.
Well, I just gave you another $10, so you can put that in your account.
Okay, cool. Thank you. But it won't show up since you did donate it through the PayPal. It won't show up here as the super chat. That's different. It still works the same.
Well, I did it through that link.
Yeah.
Why doesn't it come off the total then? How comes Noodles comes off the total and mine isn't coming off the total?
Yeah.
Nah, fuck it. I don't care.
Great Cat says, "Hi, I'm just saying to see you, but have a good day. Thank you for being on, Great Cat. Why don't you come on up on the panel?" She don't have the link, Michelle. You didn't send her the QEQ link.
Yeah, I got to get going, Michelle. I've got a few things to do, but I will be listening and typing, okay?
Yeah. And right now, Chris is at the store getting my milk and taking care of her own shopping right now.
All right, then. I'll talk to you in a bit. If I get done, I'll be back. All right, bye.
Yeah. So, I think it's still I still think it's pretty stupid, though, what they're doing, No Noodles. I really don't know why they think it's such a great idea. Let me say one thing, people. If you really want to make something successful, get off your ass and start making good content for once. It's that simple. And if you want to be better than everybody else, you need to start becoming create new content. There's only going to be one North American Snow Queen in the United States at one time. There may be multiple lords and ladies in the gentry, but there won't be more than one North American Snow Queen in my realm. I promise you that.
So I believe it's all jealousy, and these people cannot create what you've created. It's impossible. You understand, right?
Yes, but I didn't start out very simple either, though, Noodles. It took me a long time to grow my own channel. But the difference is that I'm putting a lot of work into my channel.
You did the work. These are people that take the path of least resistance.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's who you're dealing with.
Yeah, I mean,
and they do it because
they
cannot create. They're not creators. You're a creator, Michelle.
Yeah, I'm a creator. I'm maybe not the best one in the world, but I am creating content every day. Even if sometimes even my content isn't always the best. I'll be honest. Some days I'm not very creative. Some days I'm about as exciting as congealed oatmeal. But I'll be honest about it, though. Yes, he is funny. And he also puts a lot of work into his content, too. How many shows do you do every day, Noodles? Plenty. How many shows do I do? 1 or 2, maybe. And yet, everybody likes you. People like me, too. Now, you got something to be proud of.
But you didn't think that. You didn't think that at first. When I met you, you didn't think like that. Yeah, well,
at first I wasn't sure. But that was after I got to know you better. I got to understand that you really were putting your best foot forward and trying to create something, good. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but Michelle, you know what? You know what happens? You listen to losers, and you think you're a loser. And when you think that, Michelle, that's not good.
Right, absolutely.
And then you got real life losers out there trying to bother you because they can't compete with you. I mean,
Great Cat saying the worst she is that the internet is not working very well. Oh, I'm sorry about that. What is a really bad weather over there, Great Cat? Because right here it's just slightly overcast. It's not even raining, snowing, sleeting, or anything.
Really?
Yeah. So, that's the reason why I'm trying to find, YouTube still has a lot of the good stuff going on, a lot of the good options out there, which I like. And of course, I'm monetized. I have super chats, I have super stickers. We're bringing in content every day.
Yeah, Michelle. I'm not debating that. I think what you've been doing on your channel is great. You got the laugh tracks.
Yeah.
You got this new thing up behind you.
Right.
You're making more money. I mean, Michelle, you're doing really, really good.
Yeah. Well, I'm working on it. And sometimes it's, I don't always get the things right away. Like I said, some days I could be as hard to start as an old cold diesel engine in the motor. Well, being able to turn on the glow plugs. I need to. Some days I just don't turn over easy. But other days I'm like a bat out of hell.
But have you seen the people that rally with you, Michelle, and rally and try to help you? I mean, you got really, really good people. Really, really good people.
Yeah. So, it poured last night, says Mojo, and again this morning. Yeah, so you're getting a lot of rain. We had rain here a couple days ago, guys. So what's your plans for right now? For today? What are you doing for your show? Anything in particular?
Well, I don't know if you know this, but I'm going to be traveling to Winstead, Connecticut, and spending the night in Winstead, Connecticut.
When? Today?
Tonight. Yeah.
Really? You're on the way to Winstead?
Yes. What do you want to do, Michelle?
I don't know. I mean, what do you want to do? I mean, if you come here, there's certainly no problem. I'm not doing nothing on Sunday. I'm pretty free open Sunday anyway. Unless you want to be part on the Silvermoon radio show, which we could do that. Or we can go out and do something.
Do it tonight?
Yeah.
Tonight, you want to do it tonight?
Why hasn't Wendy Pack come here yet? I don't know. But first of all, with Wendy Pack, is I try to find her on her channel and to send her an invite, and I can't find her. So unless someone has a DM for her, or has a link to her, or can have her contact me, I don't know how to reach out to her. Gitzy has asked her, said Mojo. Yes, she did say she was going to do that. Maybe Wendy, like the rest of some others, are just trying to find a way to keep the distance from all the craziness. And I don't blame them. Moji says, me and Gitzy were in bed sores. Corey's stream earlier. LMAO. What a loser. His title, I meant. Okay. So what is about me that you like noodles? I never did really ask that.
Tonight, let's get really drunk. We're gonna go out late at night, walk the streets of Winstead, and vandalize stuff.
No, thank you. I'm not into vandalizing. I'm not really interested in getting super drunk either, for that matter. I like to keep my sanity. Okay. Leo, I will click on her channel when I watch the replay, because it's kind of hard to do it right now when I'm live, but I can certainly add her on my phone, YouTube, so I can find her back. Because I realized if I do this on the live show, there was originally a glitch with YouTube app on the desktop where if you click a side link, all of a sudden everything gets all pear-shaped. So what I'll do is, let me go into my chat here. And see what it is. Right now I'm live. Yes. Okay. And I turned my sound on my phone so it won't be too loud. Okay, here's her link. Okay. And yeah, she's live right now, by the way. She said, this is from Wendy Pack, so subscribe to her channel. And I'll send her a message later on. and see if she wants to come up on my show sometime. Because I don't know where she is on YouTube, I mean on Discord, but I went to her server and she's, you would think she has a little crown on her like I do, but for some reason she don't, so I couldn't find her. Through for her streams sometimes. Wait a minute, what do you mean she sleeps through her streams? What's she do? Just start the streams automatic, just like the Pointer Sisters sing about? I mean, I don't know how you could do that unless somebody else is starting the stream or she's sawing trees over there, right? Plenty of us, ha 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 ha. Red says Connecticut authorities operating on the tip found a clandestine Bacillin mushroom growing operation in a private home that contained illegal mushrooms with an estimated $8.5 million. Why don't you just make... Why would a food item, even if it does have hallucinogenic effects, should not be illegal since it's something that you can get, I know what the mushroom is for. I know what the DMT and all that.
Because, Michelle, I'm going to tell you why. All right. There was a pilot just a couple weeks ago, and the story doesn't get any. Once they found out what happened, they stopped talking about it.
Yeah.
Right. The guy tried downing this plane. He was a co-pilot he was just connecting to another flight, trying to get home, whatever. They allowed him to board. He gets on the plane and he tries to shut the plane off. All right. Mid-flight. Turns out that he was on hallucinogens, mushrooms. And leading up to this, I remember there was a lot of talk about legalizing hallucinogens.
Right.
Okay. So people know this, Michelle, and they are developing mushrooms that are going to fucking, be this kind of high or this kind of high. They're trying to figure out how to do it, Michelle. I'm telling you.
Oh, right? Yeah.
And I really believe making people hallucinate like that is a danger. And
yeah, trying to point at that point, because yes, I would say in that application they would be. But that's what the black market does anyway. They're always trying to make ones that are more effective, stronger, more powerful, while still keeping the same price to try to get people to buy more of the product. But they can market it for a slightly higher price, saying they're new and improved. That's what the black market's doing. Yeah. That's what they were doing originally when marijuana was illegal in most states. It was the same thing.
You know how easy it would be, Michelle, to give a population of people out there who want to experiment with drugs. There's a lot of them. And even yourself, you've experimented with drugs. Yeah, basically, everybody here that we know has experimented with drugs. Yeah. Do you realize that if a shady government entity wanted to flood the market with crazy hallucinogens that would make people kill, they could do that, right? You realize that, right?
Yeah. I mean, like with the bath salts.
You know how dangerous that is? Yeah.
Okay. That brings the question there, but the shadow government thing, which is something we could talk about, because I think the Biden was being manipulated by the shadow government, whereas Trump, they tried to manipulate Trump, but Trump wouldn't yield, and that's why they're still trying to make him look bad even now. Because there's somebody out there that wants Americans to be sheep. They want us to go bad, and be bad. They really do.
They're going to kill that guy. They're going to kill him. I'm telling you.
You would think that would have been the first thing they would have tried, but actually they did try to take him out on the White House a couple times. There was over 400 assassination attempts during his regime. 400.
No, I'm sure you're going to find out there was a car accident, or there was like a plane went down, or something like that, or maybe even a heart attack. Now, people have heart attacks all the time. He's an older man. Are people going to speculate? Of course they are. But at the end of the day, when the medical report comes out from the medical examiner and it says heart attack, no drugs in the system, blah, 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 which it will. All right. Who are you going to argue with?
Yeah. Well, I mean, with Biden, he's like Play-Doh in their hands. You know, he looks like Play-Doh. Really, he does. He looks like a puppet.
People are actually saying that's not even Biden. They're doing like face comparisons now and how it's changed, and you know, it doesn't even look like the same guy anymore.
Yeah, he doesn't. He looks like a puppet because he is a puppet as far as the shadow government's concerned. They can manipulate him. That's why Biden has become a plasticine figure, is because the real man is being kept from being able to do his job. But then his Alzheimer's, senile dementia on top of that is giving them the additional tools that they need to manipulate him too.
Andrew thinks that you're being manipulated.
Oh, yeah. Snow White, the movie series from Disney. Disney right now, in order to satisfy all the requirements of the woke culture, is losing so many of its long-term loyal customers that the theme parks are not making the money that they used to make anymore. Because families that are... And now, Colorado, a public school, the teenagers in the school are basically standing up against the school administration over the issue of same-sex bathrooms for boys and girls. These are high school kids now. They say at this school, we don't like this policy put in since 2021. We want segregated bathrooms. We want to feel comfortable when we go into the bathroom or locker room in the school. It's not the parents pushing it, it's the kids. That tells you something. That even the kids are starting to realize what's going on is bullshit.
So people used to go out. They used to go take their families on vacations, etc. You know, it was a very common thing. I mean, growing up, I remember, you know, hey, we're going to go on vacation, and you know, in this month we would disappear for like a couple weeks.
Right.
You know, come back. No one's doing that anymore.
No.
The reason is.
Well,
right?
there's
no
two
one can
reasons.
afford it.
Number one, nobody can afford it. That's one reason. And number two is, where are you going to go where you can really comfortably bring a whole family for a vacation?
The woods, but even that's expensive now. I mean, I was thinking about taking a cross-country trip. It's cheaper to just fly.
Yeah.
And it's actually expensive to do that, but it's cheaper.
Well, planes have always
been
cheaper than the train. But you know what? Don't dismiss the train either, because the train has its benefits. You can actually see the scenery as you go from point A to point B. And that can be nice for some people. Oh, yeah! You know, people like to be able to see where they're going and where they have come from. That's a major thing for travel. I mean, yeah, if you're going to go for a business meeting and you don't give a fuck about the scenery, then flying is absolutely fine.
But I'm just saying, for me to hop in a car, fill my tank up, you know, 3 or 4 times,
right,
that get kind of expensive. And how far is that going to get me? You know, so if I fill up my tank 3 or 4 times, right, it's $200. All right, that's $200 just in that alone travel. Let's say I get only halfway across the country, right? Now it's going to cost me $400 to get to the other side. Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's $400 in fuel. Then you got to get back. Another fucking $400 in fuel. That's $800 right there.
Right. Absolutely. And you know what? The other thing too is they're finding out is, do you know how much effectively it costs to fill your electric vehicle just to go? I mean, per equivalent miles per gallon, a typical price of electricity compared to gasoline. $17 a gallon equivalent. Wow. $17 a gallon. Oh, you guys really got hosed. You guys thought that electric vehicles are going to be cheaper. Do you realize that the electric vehicle prices were being artificially held low just so that people would think that the electric vehicle was the option? But when the
now there's a big problem though too. So if it is equivalent to $17 a gallon, right?
Right.
As soon as more people continue to buy e-vehicles, the demand for electricity is going to skyrocket.
Yes, it will.
And what happens when the demand skyrockets? The price fucking goes up.
Absolutely.
Okay?
And of course, the power grids are going to end up blowing the fuse because they can't make enough demand for all those people wanting to plug in.
Oh yeah.
So it's not only going to affect these people who have the e-vehicles, but it's going to affect you and me.
Right.
We're going to have to pay higher prices for our electricity.
One day your local utility is going to tell you, quick, turn off your air conditioner, turn off your heat, turn off your stove, turn off your refrigerator, because everybody wants to suck off the electrical teeth to charge their Tesla 3s. That's what it's coming down to. Because the people...
Michelle, I'm going to tell you this from the industry that... Michelle, the industry that I work in, they want every house, every fucking building, every fucking vehicle online. Okay?
Absolutely.
They want everybody online. All right? They want everything online. They want your controls in your house online. They want your fucking you online. Everything.
Yep.
So eventually, when it gets to this point where everyone's online, their house is being controlled by the state or whatever, you're going to put in what temperature you want. It's going to be a la carte, right? Or you can get the basic series where they just cool down your house at a certain time, and that's all you get.
Right. That's why they have those smart meters.
That's how it's going to be.
Because part of the reasons the smart meters do is they want to actually know what kind of appliances you're running based on the energy signature. They can tell the kind of motor you have. They can tell, for example, basically based on the sound of a fan going on or the electric signature of a fan going on, that you get into the bathroom about 8:30 a.m. and they know, for example, if you have a hair dryer, they can tell by the spike in the power what appliances you're running.
Michelle, every appliance will be online. I'm telling you. Just like how you do a Bluetooth, right?
It's already
every appliance will be online, and they will have account for everything that you do. Okay, but my point is, when electricity does become that much in demand, the state will take over, because now you're talking about public health issues. People can't travel. It's a big problem. The state's going to get involved. All right,
and
they're going to have your house online, and they're going to say, you can use this.
The utility
you can use this with the.
Right, but this country is run more like an oligarchy. It is not. It's not just the government. They got the corporations themselves that are controlling a lot of this. It's an oligarchy, and what it is utility companies. Even if they didn't have to worry about the regulators in the states that you live in, they're not going to invest in building another. If they can avoid a power plant. If they can still make the same amount of power and charge you 3 times the price to make 3 times the profit, and even if they can't handle 3 times the demand, they're going to go ahead and say, well, we control what you can spend, we control what you can use. That's one of the reasons why they kept pushing the light bulb ban and the energy efficiency and the Green New Deal. It's because it's all money. It's all money. That's what they want.
Well, Michelle, they do the same thing with your food stamps. They do the same thing with everything that they're controlling.
Same thing with your food. Same thing with your water. Yes.
Right. So right now they're telling you, if you're on government assistance, that you will give you this much, and this is just enough for you to survive. So when they do that to your power, when they do that to everything else, right? Your utilities, I'm telling you. They're just going to give you just enough to survive. Just enough.
Right. And absolutely. And also to make sure you're too stupid to know what's going on, they put all this crap in your food and your drinks that makes you stupid and fat and lazy and lethargic and give you type 2 diabetes. It's not an accident, people. It's not your fault.
Oh, yeah.
And of course, these people have lobbyists that actually promote then speak with the politicians to determine policy. And the truth is, it's absolute power and it's absolute control that they want. It's the reason is because they know, for example, electricity used to be a luxury back in the 1890s. And then slowly over the years, the centralized utilities realized, oh, wait a minute, if we can get everybody to put electricity in their home, everybody to put natural gas in their home, everybody to put municipal water systems in their home, we can control them. We can control the population. That's what they're doing. It's not an accident. It really isn't. After all, who do you normally call when you want to go cross country under normal circumstances? It's the airlines. You don't necessarily call the train company. You don't call normally want to drive yourself out there to cross country. Like you said, it's too expensive. So their mentality is, we can control the people, how they travel, how they work, where they work, because we have control of their pocketbook. How much they're going to go for the one that's the least expensive. Even if it means turning down a job in a town, say an hour away, because it's going to be too expensive to go to work every day, just to work a job, say at a local company, flipping hamburgers on a grill, which is probably being the utility company is probably charging the restaurant an arm and a leg to run in the first place. So yes, Noodles, manipulation of the customer is what they're doing. Absolutely. Without a doubt. And in a way, a lot of these programs, like Dimitri's saying, work together. Of course he showed the feds, because they're the ones that create the PAC, the super PACs, that go out there and recommend and propose legislation to the legislators to get them to sign on and make it a law, a new policy. I.e., Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is not just a crazy nutjob with crazy eyes living in the state of New York. She actually was promoted by the Green Agenda that wanted to ban gas stoves from your kitchen, wanted to get rid of your incandescent light bulbs, wanted to get rid of your curlicue fluorescents, which I hated anyway, but at the time they did have a purpose, because they want you to be under their thumb. That's why they do those things, people. It's not an accident at all. It never will be. And it's sad. But it's true though. And they also realized that the best way to keep the proletariat, i.e. the average John and Jane Doe American six-pack user, happy is just that. Give them the alcohol, give them the tobacco, give them the drugs, give them all the free whatever they want, or at least they think it's free, but they don't realize in essence it's really the Trojan horse. Specifically so that they can still keep control, but they easily just give out the equivalent of bread and circuses just so that those people don't stay passive and not react when the reality comes in. It's sad, but it's a reality of what the truth is. You're being manipulated. Everybody on social media is being manipulated by somebody. We see this. What Noodles started talking about in the show. Those people are trying to manipulate you. Now, they're not even a super PAC. Could you imagine what would happen if a super PAC goes over to Congress and said, we propose legislation to ban Noodles from YouTube. And here's about $50,000 or $50 million so you pass it. You think some campaign, especially during campaign season, do you think that some politician wouldn't go for it? Of course they would. Even if it is truly a bone-dead policy. I mean, the first the cable companies tried to do that, right, with cable television back in the 80s and 90s. But the stupidity of the TV shows and pablum that they're serving you over and over again. Pawn Stores Marathons on History Channel. Now, that's what they're doing. That's the whole game. And then after they realized that wasn't really working quite as well, then they hopped up on the hickory stump and said, "Hey, YouTube, I'll tell you what. I would like to manipulate your audience and we'll pay you the money for advertising if you allow us to dictate your policy of YouTube and how YouTube runs, and in exchange, we'll give you huge bags of money." And of course, YouTube is a lost leader. YouTube loses money. Now, of course, Google is greasing its palms going, "Oh, that sounds so tasty. How many ways can I make money? Here's $100 million to run ads. Oh, but certain people on your platform have to go bye-bye." That's what they're doing. Yeah, so you like the Bottrick actually offers the equivalent of Mi 6 type compatibility. That was a feature I wanted to try. I just like Mi 6. I don't know what you're going to get out of it after you hit high levels, but welcome anyway. It's a new feature we're trying out, guys. So, now you see what the problem is. You and everyone else is being manipulated by forces that you could only just barely see the tops of. Like an iceberg, it's a lot bigger underneath the water than it is above. And they know what they're doing. It is no accident. Really, it is no accident. Okay. Oh yes, I see the milk. So let me go put the milk away. I'll keep talking while I put the stuff in the refrigerator, okay? Hold on a minute. So, let me go get my milk, put that away. So what I'm trying to say is they're not stupid. They know what they're doing. Okay, I see this milk. Yes, whole milk. Love whole milk. I know I'm a poster child in the American Dairy Association. Oh, okay, she got the life size. Oh, that's good. I like life cereal. Yeah. But it's just so hard to believe. Like Noodle said, you get one of these cards, the government control you with this too. This is my EBT SNAP card. They control you in so many ways because they know they can. Do you realize actually how much the cost of living, the COLA, should really be for people on SSI, SSDI, RRA, or RRB, VA benefits in the United States based on the real cost of living adjustment really should be? It's not supposed to be 3.2%. It's supposed to be 20%. No, 20% cost of living adjustment would basically bring you back to pretty much where you were originally, the homeostasis. Meaning that, okay, that means that you are where you are economically would have been 4 years ago, 3 years ago, maybe even more than that. They don't give you 20% increase. That's because they realize if they do, they have no control over you. And that they will have failed at control. That's why they don't give such huge increases. It's not an accident, people. It's a reality. That's what they're doing. So... Oh, yeah, you didn't hear anything I just said. Okay, well, now my microphone's on, so you should hear me just fine. Yeah, probably couldn't hear me because I was in the kitchen. But what I was trying to say is they are manipulating you. They are really manipulating you. And it's the pits. Dabs, Botrix is just doing its job. That's what it does. It just replaces Nightbot. But we'll adjust the settings on it a little bit better, okay? Well, I will do it afterwards. I'll adjust Botrix to be a little bit less spammy. I gotta see a few things I gotta fix anyway. But, what do you know? What are you gonna do? You know, what are you gonna do? You know, that's the question. The fact is, that's another thing. They want you to be so disinterested in everything that they don't want you to care. They don't want you to care. Because the minute you start to care, they realize that they have failed in the manipulative mentality. So, it's sad. But it's reality. I gotta quickly go use the bathroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back. And you guys, unfortunately, you don't have anything for you to listen to while I go pee, but I will be right back. And I gotta plug the other microphone back into it and come back. Hold on a minute. Like I said, I'll make some adjustments to Botrix to spam less. And I'll take care of that when I'll make some fine adjustments on it. So we'll see what happens. Did I go deaf now? I'm still modulating at 100% transmit. Yeah. Well, I gotta, gotta pee sometimes. So now, what do you guys think? What do you think it would take to get the people to finally wake up? Like I said, these high school kids in Colorado have finally told the Board of Education at their school that they don't want this gender-inclusive stuff in their school anymore. They've actually staged a walkout. They walked out! Of course, their anti-protesters walked out too. And they all met on the big football field. Do you remember what day was revealed? Both sides arguing against each other, trying to say which one was right and which side was wrong. Is the Department of Education and that school system going to change policy? I don't think so. Well, I got audio. Grizz, reset your speakers because we are modulating at 100% in transmit. We are still modulating 100%. In fact, let me check it on my phone. Just because I will check it on my phone. Because I do have my phone turned down right now. So I got to turn my phone up a bit. So let's turn my phone up here. Let me get a Wendy Pax channel. I want to get my channel here. Okay. Yeah. Let's go to my channel here. And see if it sounds working. You know what? I'll be honest. The truth of the matter is... Okay, News, you're back.
So, the reason why I had to leave was because I'm getting emails from Domino's now. Domino's and Pizza Hut. And I guess, they're sending pizza to people's names in my name, using my name, my email address. And I guess the thing is they don't have my phone number, so they just put in my old phone number. So, yeah. The reason why I had to leave was because I'm getting emails from Domino's.
So my sound's working fine.
Domino's and Pizza Hut.
So we know my sound's working fine. Some people were saying they couldn't hear me, but my sound's working. So how would you get your email? Isn't the email that you've been using on your show for a while now?
Wait, say that again?
I turned on selective mute. Oh, okay.
Say that again, Michelle. What did you say?
Botter's not here. Oh, Botrix, you mean? I'll adjust Botrix, guys. I want to get a chance, okay?
Can you hear me?
Botrix replaces Nightbot, which was older program, which I originally had dialed in awesomely to not spam a lot. But Botrix, I didn't adjust that level. Oh yeah, blazingly, they're going to start the pizza stuff again. They're not original. These people are not original at creating new content. Now,
and the thing is, Michelle, like, they're doing it to people, they're not doing it to me, they're doing it to other people. They've done this before. They were sending Rosie fucking pizzas, all this shit.
Oh, yeah. It'd be nice if they sent the pizzas for free, though. Then maybe I wouldn't be as upset about it.
No, they're cheap, Michelle. They don't have any money.
Right. Well, if they've had your money, that's one thing you better make sure. Always make sure occasionally to log out of your YouTube occasionally to make sure you regenerate new cookies. Because if you have your old cookies and you don't keep persistently stay logged on and they find your cookie cake, they can just steal your identity too. So you need to occasionally log in and log out to exchange your cookies. And watch out what apps you download. They might install malware so they can steal your cookie cake. Yeah, I haven't seen this person in a while. Well, welcome anyway to the show. Yeah, you gotta make sure to make sure you do not keep, especially if you use PayPal, CashApp, whatever, make sure to change your passwords consistently. Don't leave the same password in your account for years. Change it. Because if you don't, they're going to find a way to crack your password and then they're going to steal your money. And that would really suck.
Yeah. I'm surprised they don't do that, Butthole Whisperer. I really don't. They just, all you need, I guess, is a friggin' phone number.
Well, that's another thing, too. Why isn't Domino saying this? Hey, you want a pizza delivered? I want your credit card right now or your PayPal right now. Okay? Then they're not doing that. It's just like, oh, okay, fine. We'll bring the pizza to your house and then you pay it when you get here. That's the thing. The companies themselves need to seriously start cracking down on loss of money. It's not just us. They have to do something, too, to make things a little bit less likely that they're going to lose their money in the process.
Yeah, it's kind of like they're doing it on purpose, you know?
I know. But why would the companies that already are losing money want to keep encouraging people to order a pizza and then have them bill you when they get to your house? They should automatically go, no. I need your credit card or you need your PayPal right now. I'm not going to wait to get to a house. You're ordering it online. You enter your credit card number right here. Then we'll deliver your pizza. That's what they gotta do. That's what they gotta do. Well, but if they're going through the central ordering system, through the email system, it doesn't matter. The central computer, Domino's.com, or any other pizza place, needs to say, when you place your order online, say, okay, great. So you want this pizza. Okay, how are you going to pay for it? Cash? No, I'm sorry, no cash. You're going to have to pay it online with a credit card. I'm sorry. No other way. We want our money up front. We're not going to take any more loss. This is stupid. We can't take any more money loss out of you. So pay now or you don't eat.
Oh, yeah!
They got, and they got to keep the pizza, so I don't think they mind. No, but they lose money. They had to use ingredients. They had to make the material. They had to bake it. They had to use all the materials, and they can't give it to anybody else. Of course, if it's a pizza restaurant that does pizza by the slice, maybe they might keep it because they can realize they can divvy it out to individual customers. Unless it's a really bizarre pizza that they don't think they can sell by the slice. But the truth of the matter is, Domino's doesn't sell by the slice. At least not the ones I know of. You gotta think about it from a business perspective, just like I told the local pizza restaurant down here that you try to do the same thing with. I said to them, next time someone calls you up and says orders a pizza, is get their credit card number right up front so that you can bill the card so the pizza is already paid for. I have no idea about that, but the point is these companies have got to get on off their allowing this kind of craziness to happen. Otherwise, the companies are going to continue to lose money. And then for legitimate pizza orders,
who cares about that? No one does. That's my point. The companies probably want to lose money so they can write it off as a loss, and they move on. They probably listen,
they can write it
off. Really
off.
Bothering these companies, they would have fixed it.
But then some companies realize that they still have to make up for what they're losing, so they raise the prices on legitimate orders. And then you wonder why your pizza costs you $25 or whatever to get a pizza delivered, or even to get one in a restaurant. It's because that's how they're making up the losses. They're raising the prices for legitimate pizzas. I don't know. But no one ever listens to me. But I'll tell you right now, if I was in charge of the pizza ordering system, I would tell them straight up, nobody gets a pizza delivered and paid cash. If you can go online to order the damn thing, you can pay for it at the same time.
Michelle, in the UK right now, they're trying to ban the use of fireworks for any reason. They're saying that the devastating effects of fireworks on animals, a horse was spooked to death, and the campaign to change bonfire night. Bonfire night is a source of dread for some pet owners who witness their animals petrified and shaking. One owner tells Sky News how her beloved therapy horse was spooked by fireworks and died. With
Absolutely, that is
night,
a valid concern. I'm also concerned about the one during Guy Fawkes Night, which is related to, is the carelessness that some people handle fireworks. Connecticut tried to do that. For a long time, Connecticut, fireworks in the state of Connecticut were illegal. It didn't stop people from buying fireworks and bringing them into Connecticut, though. So what's going to stop people from bringing fireworks into the United Kingdom?
So they're saying that with Bonfire Night in October and November, followed not long afterwards by New Year's Eve, there is a little for the bangs. Okay, so basically they're saying that New Year's Eve is a problem, and these October-November celebrations, that animals are now being affected. So there's a campaign, it's called the Firework Campaign of the UK, said that people suffer as well as pets. Pet owners will avoid leaving their animals at home alone for months on end, or use up annual leave to take them away. People's lives change due to fireworks. The head bitch at this fireworks thing. So they're basically saying that people's lives are being affected with these fireworks because their animals are freaking out.
Well, don't forget, you also have a lot of former military, veterans that get PTSD when they hear bangs and booms that sound like military armaments on the battlefield. So there is some validity to that, but there are also some things that people can do, especially for Guy Fawkes Day. You guys know what's going to happen.
So Liberty is an 18-year-old from the UK.
In the house.
Okay.
Keep them safe. You know it's coming. So it's like July 4th. I will not let Rusty outside on July 4th at night. Because these people are so idiotic with fireworks. It's scary. It's scary. The last family that used to live below me used to throw firecrackers out the porch like hand grenades. I mean, you want to talk about what happens if a cat, my Rusty, which is almost the same color as the driveway, and one of them happened to hit him. I'd have a very, very hurt, maybe even dead cat. That's why reasons I'm saying right now.
Michelle, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, let me read some more.
Go ahead.
Liberty is an 18-year-old from the UK. Recently, she lost her horse Jade due to fireworks. Jade was Liberty's therapy horse who helped her with anxiety and was a gift from her friend Emma. Jade taught me everything. My first canter, my first gallop, she gave me the confidence in everything, Liberty said.
Right.
She knew, just like Rusty, she knew when I was upset. If she heard me cry, she would stand over me. When I was feeling down, she would nudge me.
Right.
She knew when I was at my lowest. In October, Jade got spooked by fireworks that was let off near the field she was in. She ran and hurt her back legs in the process. Despite Liberty trying to get her up, it was clear she wasn't going to. She tried, but she didn't have the strength. And in the end, she gave up, Liberty said.
Right.
Jade had to be put to sleep. My heart ripped apart, Liberty said. She was my best friend and soulmate.
Right.
I will always remember the lowest of my days when she wouldn't leave my side. I have no words but heartache and tears. I want the whole world to know that Jade was my life. Liberty wants to see a ban on setting off fireworks around livestock.
I don't have a problem with that. I definitely would say maybe not a ban, but the restricted use of fireworks around, livestock and maybe even children. Restricted use is not banned, but rather is, one, in the case of children, you don't want kids playing with them, and you certainly don't want some family throwing them off a porch like a hand grenade, which they were doing on our building here originally, the last family that lived downstairs, because they didn't care about the safety of the people or the cars below. I don't think a ban is appropriate, but I do think that there needs to be more, restrictions and more, oversight and people being educated about the danger of what fireworks do. But all the people that were veterans that fought in combat, a lot of them got PTSD. That's just not something that's just going to affect the people out there in the agriculture region. I don't even like going outside at night when the fireworks are going on, even on July 4th here in the U.S. I will not go outside during nighttime.
Right. But Michelle, can I read you some more?
Go ahead.
This is another story. This is another story out of Hampshire, England. Rosemary from Hampshire, England, has a 10-year-old horse called Rollo, and Nola, an 11-year-old working Cocker Spaniel. So there's a horse, a 10-year-old horse, and a Cocker Spaniel.
Okay.
To prepare Rollo for the fireworks, Rosemary plans to put boots on him to stop him from kicking himself and keeping him in his stable. This is the first fireworks season she experienced with Rollo, so she plans to take a leap of faith and hope he copes well. But Nala gets very distressed. Now, this is the dog.
Right.
This is the Cocker Spaniel. He barks to the point that one New Year's Eve, I drove out to the middle of New Forest to get her as far away from the noise as possible, Rosemary said.
Absolutely.
She added, she is forced to change her routine when she knows there will be fireworks. I can't leave her on the weekend of bonfire night. I always make a decision on if we go out, can I take her, ? But we have to endure it when it's unexpected.
Right.
So fireworks can go up at any time and the dog gets spooked. Yeah.
Well, it's the same here. That's one of the reasons why during July 4th, and the fireworks comes before and after July 4th, and here is, especially July 4th, is the most dangerous time for Rusty. That's why he's in the house, and that's why he's always laying on the bed with me. Because I don't want him to be scared, and I know that he would be. But he's gotten used to it now. I've been gone through 11 July 4ths, so he's a little more comfortable with it. But it's very sad. And let's talk about the childhood safety issues of fireworks, the damage to your hearing. This is a reality. The injuries from fireworks being used without proper consideration for safety of bystanders. I mean, he's talking about the trauma, but what about the physical trauma? The damage to your hearing, damage to your fingers, your toes. Other people may have been hit by fireworks going off. The burns. Those are real issues, people. Because it's not boring, it's reality. It is reality. Well, maybe say I have a dog. But someone could say, well, I have a child, for example, and my child gets PTSD because of fireworks. Can you really say that the parents have any less right to have a child, knowing that they're going to be having to experience fireworks? It doesn't make any sense, guys. I mean, we human beings, okay, we have our pets. We love our pets. But there are people in this world who do not care about your dog or your cat or your horse or whatever animal it is.
Or your YouTube channel.
Yeah, or your YouTube channel or whatever. They just think it's okay to do stuff to be disrespectful to everybody else. And Guy Fawkes Night in the UK is a major shindig.
Problem.
Big time.
Right, it's a problem. It's a big problem. So Michelle, let's get to another article. This is about AI.
Okay.
All right. This is out of Westfield, New Jersey. Parents and students at Westfield High in New Jersey say students used an app or website to make AI-generated pornography of their classmates.
Go on.
Okay. Parents recently got an email from the principal warning of the dangers of artificial intelligence and saying the complaints from students had sparked an investigation. Some parents turned to the Westfield Police Department. Some woman who owns a Jersey City daycare was already worried about the impact artificial intelligence could have on some kids. AI problem. I would call it AI pandemic at this point, she said. She says she's even more worried now that her daughter, a Westfield High School student, has become a victim. My daughter texted me, "Mom, naked pictures of me are being distributed." That's it. Heading to the principal's office, the mother said, "Parents' letter got the following email, blah, 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 blah." So they're making AI-generated images of children now naked.
It's just like the shirt I'm wearing. This shirt is AI-generated. This picture is. Okay? I don't know who these two women are in real life, who they were, but they are part of my picture. But if you're using AI to deliberately exploit somebody for money or for laughs or whatever, which kind of ties back to YouTube noodles, because YouTube, so many trolls are doing the same thing. Like for a while, they were putting my face on other people's faces or other people's actions, or they would use voice changers that make me sound like I was saying things I wasn't saying. It's being used as a club, a weapon. And so, yes, the parents have legitimate concern for the children being targeted by others taking snapshots and then putting those information up to AIs. And then the AI is generating scandalous backgrounds or foregrounds with the children's faces on them. We see this already, Noodles. You know this. You see it on YouTube right now. What do you personally think about this? Now we're talking about teenagers. Now, teenagers, do you think that they care if they take a snapshot of a girl's face, even from a yearbook, and then scans it into an AI bot and puts that woman or that young lady into compromising poses? Do you think
so? Yeah. So I believe that it will be considered child exploitation, and these people will get prosecuted.
Right. But what if these kids, what if the people doing it are the kids themselves, though? There's only so much room in Juvie Hall for all of them.
Are they distributing it? If they're distributing it, Michelle, then they can get arrested for distribution of stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then again, especially if you're kids think they can get away with it. Because they just think, well, what's this going to happen? 3 to 6 years at Juvie Hall? Oh, well, no. What about the fact is you're ruining somebody else's life by doing such scandalous and horrible activities? They don't care. Just like with YouTube, Noodles. Just like what's happening to you. See how it all ties back to the same general game. One day, someone's going to take your voice, put it into an AI voice changer, and it's going to make a video with a fake Noodles face that animates like a bobblehead that actually lip syncs to the voice that they made. And it's going to make you sound like you're saying some horrible things. And, of course, thanks to the internet, it's very easy to be anonymous. How are you going to find these people? That's the question. And they think they can get away with it. It's
Michelle, I think it's going to create a whole new level of nothing is real.
A whole new level of fuckery is what they're creating. That's really what they're doing. Unfortunately, AI is a thing. We let the genie out of the bottle, and unfortunately, just like with Pandora's box, we can't put it back in it.
Oh yeah!
The same AI, they can now say is, oh, it's even if it's not for malicious use. They can say, AI generated art is still art. Like this picture is on my shirt, right? At least this is a shirt in good taste. But could you imagine if this shirt was in bad taste? I could still say, I as an artist, I can create all the pictures I want. It don't matter. Well, I happen to be a person with a conscience and respectable, but imagine if I wasn't. It's terrible. And the thing is, that also to what AI is doing, is it's putting honest to God real people out of work. Thanks to AI, you don't even need to have writers or photographers anymore. Or very little bit of photography is needed. If you want to make an AI picture of doing some scandalous, steamy action of unconscionable, terrible content, some would say, well, at least nobody actually had to photograph it. No, but the original photographer that originally shot the innocent picture, like a birthday card or a Christmas greeting, is seeing the beautiful, happy picture being turned into some dark and sinister purpose. AIs don't have consciousness. AIs don't have scruples. They're just software.
Can we go to another article, Michelle?
Well, go ahead, yeah.
Okay. Massachusetts superintendent calls for change after male sends female to hospital in field hockey game. A superintendent in Massachusetts is calling for change to the state's rules after a girl's teeth were knocked out during a field hockey game.
Right.
Hold on.
That sounds kind of similar to what happened in Colorado, but this time it's the administration that's saying that something's clearly wrong. And both sides are right. The superintendent of schools does have a right to see changes in this policy because innocent people are being hurt.
Okay, so the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association allows males and females to participate in the other gender sport if it is not made available to their own. Okay, so if they don't have basketball, female basketball, they have to let the female join the male basketball team.
I get it. Yeah. Well, and we all know that having multiple male and female sports teams in most schools is certainly not in the educational budget of most public school systems.
Right, and I think what happened was people forgot the reason why the genders are split in sports. But let me read. Thus, a male participant in field hockey, which is generally a sport for females. So basically, a male joined this sport. There's no males field hockey, so the guy got to join. Okay. The incident took place during a playoff game between whatever high school and whatever high school earlier this weekend. A girl on the other team suffered significant facial and dental injuries that required hospitalization after she took a shot to the face from a male from the other school.
Right.
Okay. Now, Bill Rooney, the superintendent of the Deaton School, who has been there since 1970. While I understand the MIAA has guidelines in place for co-ed participation under Section 43 of their handbook, this incident dramatically magnifies the concerns of many about player safety, he said. So basically, he's saying that this rule has to change because player safety is the participants'
the same thing in
safety
professional sports too. We're seeing the same concerns in professional sports.
Yeah.
And so, guys, anything at the very least it tells you is that the mixing men and women, boys and girls, in sports like that is not a very good thing to do. We're not talking about a chess championship here. And we're talking about things where people can get hurt just in normal gameplay. Now, we don't know anything about what happened between the man and the girl in the school. I mean, was he deliberately, aggressively against the girl, or was it just an accident in the game? I mean, we don't know the story of that. Let's just assume it's just an accident. It's happening, guys. People are getting hurt every day in sports. I don't care what level it is. You know, I mean, men are. And Noodles, compare me to Noodles. We weigh almost the same. He's stockier. He's muscular. He's built like a rock. Me, I'm soft and squishy. Okay? Clearly, pound for pound, he could crush me in any kind of sports. I mean, I don't have the kind of bone structure he does.
And Grizz 270, I could crush Grizz 270.
And I certainly can't bench no 270 nothing. You want to prove that? Pick up one Michelle one day. I dare you to try picking me up and bring me over the threshold. I think you could do it. I think you could lift me up, but I sure the hell couldn't move you.
Thank you, Michelle. A former Pennsylvania nurse arrested in May for the murder of 2 patients has confessed to trying to kill more than a dozen other people, according to authorities. Heather, 41 of something Heights, allegedly admitted to trying to end the lives of 19 additional patients with toxic doses of insulin at 5 different nursing homes, according to the complaint. The woman is accused of administering excessive amounts of insulin to these patients, some of whom were diabetic and required insulin, some of whom were not. In total, 17 patients died who had been cared for by this woman, according to a press release from Pennsylvania Attorney General. She is charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, 17 counts of attempted murder, and 19 counts of neglect.
What?
This person over a 5-year period.
Why were they doing that? I know it's terrible. I agree, but I always like to ask the why, because I always seems like there's no one ever explains the why. Why did they want to do this? Why were they doing this?
Michelle, I think our again, it has to do with the fact that people are crazy. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So her alleged victims ranged in age from 43 to 100. 104.
Hi, Brian PC. How you doing? Good morning. Brian PC's here today. Welcome to the show.
So the investigators obtained a search warrant, right, to this woman's house and cell phone, which revealed an obsession with murder and death. In text messages to her mother, she allegedly wrote of a resident, "I can't with this lady. She's going to get pillow therapy." And at least 3 separate text messages, she threatened to kill a man at Taco Bell, a pizza man, and an Arby's guy. Alarmed staff at the Bel Air Healthcare Rehabilitation told the director of blah, 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 blah. There you go.
What is it with this world? This sounds like a remnants of what Pope Benedict and Pope John Paul called the culture of death. Why are they doing these stupid things? I don't understand why we're allowing this kind of stupidity happen. And it is partially stupidity, but also part of it is these people clearly need long-term mental health care. Which, Noodles, I hate to bring this up, mental health care, because I brought it up on my show a lot. People were discussing is that maybe we need to return to involuntary commitment of patients.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm not against that in the strict sense of the word, especially when you're doing this kind of craziness. But the one thing for those patients that are not nearly as crazy as that, I'm talking about the people that are just on the fringe, but they're not really that nuts. They've been trying to get mental health care for years. The insurance companies won't pay for it. If you do manage to get an insurance company that will pay for it, you find out you go to the doctor's office and they're not taking patients. Or they don't work with your insurance company. Even if you ask for assistance, you can't get it. Now tell me if that makes any sense, that the people that ask for help are not able to get it. And those who do need it, in this case, are not able to get it either. I don't understand why some people think mental health is an elective. If you have problems and you want help, that's like anything. You should be entitled to get the help that you need, especially when you ask for it. Yeah.
Good job, Michelle. All right, you want to read another article?
Go ahead, sure.
Owner of Winstead's newest bar, Main Spot, never gave up on a dream. Winstead's Steve Ruley stood behind the bar, behind his bar at the new watering hole, the Main Spot, and said, "I'm not a bar person, but I made this bar like that." So I guess he's not a bar guy, right, but he wants a bar, Bottles of whiskey, rum, and vodka stood on a tiered shelf in front of a mirrored wall. The bottles, they're just giving them. Quote, "I swear I was one of the smallest bars in Connecticut," he said with a note of pride in his voice. "We fit 43 people in here." He said it is not intended to be fancy. He's not licensed to have live entertainment, food, or happy hours, but he has a large customer base with patrons ranging in age from 21 to 97, he said. Okay. Wow.
That's pretty large.
Growing up, he thought of becoming a professional athlete or an architect. "My goal was to never bartend," he said. A series of unsuccessful career attempts, he won't call them failures, finally accumulated in the June opening of Main Spot do you know where this Main Spot is?
No. Does it say street address? It obviously sounds like it's on Main Street, so...
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, here it is.
But maybe it's over where the old main event used to be, which was over near Angel Touch Laundry. Maybe because that used to be a bar.
Yeah, so he's saying it's 444 Main Street in Winstead.
44 Main Street, okay.
No, 444, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's pretty far down. Because, no wait, it's in between Fred Richards and here, so, okay, so, yeah, so it's closer to...
We should probably go there.
No, my mom doesn't live near there. She's like she's near the 800 Main Streets.
No, I'm saying we should go down there. We should hang out at that place. Okay, here's the thing about cats.
Okay.
Winstead's Curious Cat Bookshop finds a new home on Main Street. Winstead's Stacy Whitman has 4 cats: Juju, Gigi, and whatever.
Okay.
It's no coincidence then that her bookstore is called the Curious Cat Bookshop, or that there are cat-themed book bags, cards, and little gifts scattered around the new store.
Okay.
The Curious Cat, which until recently was running as a pop-up shop at Live at Home on Main Street, now has its own space in the former home of the Nutmeg Porters at 386 Main Street, Winstead, Connecticut.
Right, that's not too far from the other guy. That's a few doors down from the other guy. I didn't even know about these places, but I haven't been on Main Street that recently. But that's interesting that we are seeing new businesses come into town. Just remember one thing, guys. It's the local businesses that support the economy, not the big box stores.
Okay, Michelle, Winstead, Connecticut has just hired brand new female officers. You want to read about that?
New officers for at the police department?
Yeah, so out of the 19 police officers in the Winstead Police Department, 3 are women. Sergeant Kim Boyan or whatever, officers Jessica Lowelski and Joy Hubbard.
Right, I know Jessica, yeah. Yeah, I know.
Is Jessica?
I met Jessica. Yeah, I know Jessica.
Jessica's kind of hot.
Yeah. So let's see what Brian PC says. A bar could be a boombox, some bottles, and a sipping container. Yeah, pretty simple. That's because he doesn't have live talent or happy hours. It's a fairly simple thing, operation for him. But it as far as realizing that originally he didn't plan to be a bar operator, but he realized that for him, he found what worked for him. And that happens with a lot of people in life. They try different jobs, and then they find one they didn't really think of was being lucrative turns out to be the most successful. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. I mean, Blazing said, hit the likes if you MMD fans. Please do, guys. And don't worry about Botchix being too chatty. Gidgy was doing plenty of that last night, trust me.
Michelle, how come we didn't do this? There was a spectacular in Winstead.
A spectacular. Where was this?
The Winstead Mill held a Halloween spectacular October 7th. A Halloween spectacular. Oh, shit. Let me X out of this.
Winstead Mill. You mean the Whiting Mills Mall? That's what we call it. It's only just called Whiting Mills, but that's the only mill I can think of that would actually have retail kind of a thing.
Okay. Yeah, it's saying Winstead Halloween Spooktacular is coming up on October 7th at Whiting Mills. Yeah, 100 Whiting Street.
Right. Well, I mean, I didn't know about it either. So, there you go. There's the local activities to do. I don't always see them because they mostly focus on the national and international news. But yes, there definitely are local activities going on. And coming up, I do know about for December, we do have I believe, a winter parade in Winstead. I don't know what day it is. I'll have to look and find out what from Parks and Recreation when that is. A relation is getting changed in my home. What does that mean? So, to Michelle, I do support local stores by buying select stores just as well. Yes. I remember when a lady couple showed up at your house, she would take, nobody itself. No, there was a couple female officers, and I know Jessica. She came in the daytime when she and me and Crystal were talking about what was going on in the past. So Botchix has, by the way, just so you guys know, Botchix has a few nice features I like. The announcement thing is similar to Nightbot. I'll just tell it to remind people less often about different things. Right now, except for the default 15 minutes, so I'll change that.
Oh, Michelle, this is a pretty juicy story.
All right. Go ahead.
Accused abuser allegedly called teen victim from Winstead Police Department. Wow. Torrington arrested on domestic violence charges early Friday morning. Bradley Barnes was allowed to call his father from the Winstead Police Department. Instead, Barnes 20 called the 14-year-old girl. Wow. The balls on this guy.
Wow. What do you mean? he called a 14-year-old girl. What? I don't get it.
Accused abuser allegedly called teen victim. His teen victim that he beat up, and I guess he had whatever of domestic violence from the Winstead Police Department.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
Oh, busted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like one of those.
It just proves
woman faces homicide charge for fatal crash in Winstead.
Homicide? Really?
Yeah. Yes. A woman faces homicide charges for fatal crash in Winstead. This was from a Massachusetts woman has been arrested for negligent homicide, accused of causing a crash that killed a Winstead man last December. Rhea Williams, 64, of Pittsville, Massachusetts, I guess, tested positive for alcohol.
Yeah, I think I remember that one. Yeah. Yeah, there was some people from Massachusetts that were convicted. Yeah.
Scumbags.
Well, that's just it. Some of it's all because of things like alcohol. In the case of Pittsfield, it was the woman, I guess, was under the influence of something. I find it sad. Don't they ever warn you enough times? Do not drink and drive. Do not do anything that's going to impair your judgment behind the wheel of a car. But they don't seem to use their brain to realize that there's a reason why those rules apply.
Bull attack leaves Winstead man paralyzed. Or we can read about Winstead woman accused of stealing neighbor's credit card.
I think the neighbor credit card one sounds interesting.
All right. Okay. Winstead woman accused of stealing neighbor's credit card. A Patty something or other from Winstead, Connecticut, was charged Thursday for stealing her friend's credit card and never giving it back, Winstead police say.
Okay, and I can just bet what she did with that card.
Winstead woman was accused of stealing her neighbor's credit card and depleting the balance. The balance is back in Torrington Superior Court, September 6th, 26th. Winstead police, whatever say. Yeah. Wow, she just took the card and depleted it.
Right.
Winstead police seek help solving window breaking incident. There's a window breaking incident in Winstead.
That's interesting. So somebody started breaking windows in people's house or their vehicles.
We're going to see. We're going to find out. Winstead police seek help solving window breaking incident. Police are asking for the public's help in apprehending these responsible for breaking 7 windows at the Renzolo and Associates law firm at 65 Elm Street. The incident occurred between 5 and 6:45 p.m. last Friday. According to the police department's Facebook page, anyone who may have witnessed this act of vandalism or has any information regarding the incident or the people involved is asked to contact the officer, Michael, whatever, blah, 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 or email, whatever, blah, blah.
Right. And if anybody doesn't, if anybody knows about this, and even if you are not at Winstead of any of these crimes, you can call the Winstead Police directly at 860-379-2721. And let them know you know about any of the things that are being read. If you know something, they can use the details, guys. Just let you know. I think.
There's a story about the Winstead raper.
Yeah, raper.
Yeah, there's a rapist running around Winstead. You want to read about it?
I never heard about it. Sure, read it, because I never heard about this one.
Okay. Winstead man who tried to rape women in Norfolk to receive a 9-year term. A 9-year term. A Winstead man who admitted attacking and trying to rape a 34-year-old jogger accepted the term of a plea agreement Friday in Torrington Superior Court for a 9-year sentence. Wow, Michelle. Wow.
Yeah. You can see that the crazies are still running around Winstead, too, unfortunately.
Yeah. The Winstead Raper. No accidents, blah, blah, blah. Winstead man gets cold feet on plea deal for 2021 break-in. Let's see. Winstead man, 61, accused of raping 4-year-old girl.
What?
4-year-old girl, another raper. Yeah.
4-year-old?
Yeah. You want me to read it?
That's ridiculous. I mean, that's not just regular rape. That's statutory rape and risk of minor to a child. Risk of injury to a child. Sorry about that.
Winstead man, 61, accused of raping a 4-year-old girl. A 61-year-old Winstead man accusing of raping a 4-year-old girl was ordered held on $350,000 bond Wednesday in Torrington Superior Court. Carl Pond Jr. Assaulted the girl. Yeah. So,
yeah.
Another raper in Winstead.
So this is one of the reasons why we need people like him. Obviously, he doesn't think he has mental illness, but it sounds like he does. So is Trump right when he said that we need to restore mental hospitals? I think we need to restore mental internment facilities. We got a lot of them still vacant. There's no reason why we should let these people run around the streets. Clearly, they are a danger to themselves, a danger to others. Especially in this case. I don't even think this 61-year-old could even explain to the judge why he did it. I mean, that's terrible. That's just the sad reality. Yeah.
Oh, Winstead bans open burning. So I guess you can't build fires in Winstead anymore.
Right, no campfires, right? No, I did not know about that one, but I don't usually start a campfire or a bonfire anyway.
Winstead man accused of murder and attempted mass shooting in California. Did you hear about this?
I never heard of that, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Los Angeles County, California District Attorney's Office has announced that Mark Cannoli, formerly of Waterbury and Winstead, has been charged with murder in connection to the death of one man, wanting to kill many others. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, the police do try our best. They really do. And this is the reason, ladies and gentlemen, that the people that do all these stupid bullshit calls are stopping people from getting the help when the real help is needed. Our police officers are doing the best they can. Don't make their work harder than it already is, okay?
Oh my God, Michelle. Waterbury woman faces charges in beating in Winstead.
Waterbury faces Winstead for charges for beating in Winstead. Why? Who did she beat up?
A Waterbury woman was arraigned Friday in Torrington Superior Court on a secondary assault charge in the severe beating of another woman last fall in Winstead. Wow.
Well, yeah.
What the fuck's going on in Winstead?
It's really kind of sad that this is happening. Winston may be a microcosm, but you can certainly see what you see in Winston is just a tip of the iceberg of what's going on outside of the state, outside of Winston. Is the craziness is starting to affect even small town America. And it makes me very sad to see that this is allowed to continue.
It's got to stop.
Yeah, it's got to stop. But it's not going to stop unless one of two things happens, which is related to everything else we've covered this morning. Number one, mental health services need to be readily accessible for everybody, regardless of insurance or not. Number two, we got to stop allowing people to think that there is no consequences for their actions. If you think about it. Oh my
God, Michelle.
Go ahead.
Officials investigate white supremacy signs found in downtown Winstead.
White supremacy
signs? You want to read it? Yeah, you want to read it?
Yeah, sure, read it. I mean, I didn't know about that, but yeah.
An investigation is underway after crews found two white supremacist signs on light poles in downtown Winstead Tuesday morning. Winchester Town Manager Josh Kelly said the Department of Public Works took down the signs, which appeared to advertise the white supremacist, fascist, and anti-Semitic hate group. Kelly said the group openly uses Nazi slogans and fascist symbols. Can you stop this echo from happening?
I didn't know that was happening, but it would not surprise me at all.
Can we stop this echo?
What's that?
The echo.
Oh, okay. Now that's another question. Michelle is still trying to find the cause of side echo. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on a minute. Let's fix this real quick here. Okay. Join. So. Okay, now I'm back. Can you hear me now?
Hate has no home in our town. And the presence of these signs on the streets of Winstead is absolutely unacceptable, Kelly said in a statement. Anyone who sees these signs in town is asked to report it to the town manager's office, the Department of Public Works, or the police department. Kelly said the signs will be taken down immediately.
Okay.
Immediately.
It just shows you the truth that there's pockets of Winston residents that are truly, definitely not good people.
Michelle, I think it's your downstairs neighbors. Telling you.
Yeah.
Telling you. I think it's those people. Those people are nice to me, Michelle, but the one guy down there gave me a Nazi salute one day, Michelle. You know what I mean?
I remember that.
There's a lot of those. There's a lot of those people around, Michelle.
Oh, yes.
Be careful.
Oh, yeah. And there's a lot of the other, many hate groups out there all over the country. Not just them. Others, Antifa, Black Lives Matter, they're out there. They have pockets in Winston, too, just like they do in many small towns. Brian PC says, all these local crimes make me worry for Michelle's safety. I agree. But you know what? Brian, I don't think it matters where you go, because it's everywhere. It's so pervasive.
Okay, here it goes on, Michelle. Now they're throwing pamphlets around Winstead, Connecticut. Neighbors in Winstead were forced to clean up a racist call to action. White supremacy flyers were stuffed into baggies and strewn across lawns over the past few days. Police are canvassing the area looking for suspects. I walk around here, quote, just about every day, said Robert Bixby. Bigsby is not wrong about what he saw on Staten Avenue. I just looked. It just looked like trash on the road. Bixby said trash, whatever, rotten message. Oh, yeah. So someone's going around Winstead throwing racist propaganda on people's lawns. So there's that.
It's disgusting. The biofreeze stuff sucks. Okay, this is what Leo said. This is something different from this. She says, I just want to let everyone know that biofreeze stuff sucks. What is biofreeze, Leo? It sounds like something that freezes life. That turns somebody live products into frozen products. What is biofreeze? I don't know what biofreeze is.
The paper is on a respirator. Winstead's new Ralph Nader-backed newspaper is in financial peril after 2 issues, publisher says.
Okay. Is in financial peril after 2 issues. Really? I didn't even know about that. Which is that the Winstead Gazette or the Winstead Journal? Because I do remember there was a new newspaper that opened in town. Or is this another one that just opened? 2 issues. Because I have one link for one newspaper, but it's been around for a while, for about a year. Oh, it's an ointment for pain. Okay. All right. Thank you, Leo, for clarifying that. It's an arthritic cream for arthritis. Well, I never heard of it. So, I'm sure there's a lot of other things I haven't heard of too, but I never heard of that one.
Oh my God.
Now, by the way, do you have any happy news stories? Do you have any happy news stories? At least something would be happy to hear about? Is there any happy ones?
A man from Burlington faces drug factory charges after detectives found he had been growing a significant amount of mushrooms. That's Weston Soul, 21, was charged with possession with intent to sell narcotics and operating a drug factory.
Wow.
State police said members of the DEA Hartford task force and state police detectives received a tip that suggested Soul was operating a clandestine whatever mushroom growing operation at his home, blah blah blah. All right. They arrived at his home on Thursday at 9 a.m. When they got there, detectives said they made contact with Soul, blah blah blah. Dude, Michelle, they're estimating it at the value of these mushrooms that this kid had, $8.5 million.
Yeah, that's a pretty good chunk of money if he had managed to sell them all.
Wow. $8.5 million, this kid. Wow. They're gonna make a movie about this kid, I'm telling you.
Basically, says, years ago, I was going to a chiropractor and they were really pushing the stuff. Brian says, like I said, good news. There must be some good news anywhere. Is there any happy stories that you found, Noodles? Okay, I know that everybody likes to post the negative, but is there any happy news?
Let's see. I'm looking for some right now. Long distance, wrongly measured. That's not funny. Don't mess with this mama bear. That's funny. Swan in Florida that date to Queen Elizabeth II gift around. No, that's not funny. U.S. Custom official sees giraffe feces from a woman in Minnesota airport. How about
that? Okay. Wonder why she had that.
Yeah, right? All right, let's read this. All right. Federal Customs agent poo-pooed the plans of an Iowa woman who who wanted to make jewelry from giraffe feces she picked up on a trip to Kenya and brought back to the U.S. in her luggage. The woman decorated the small box of feces when she was selected to have her belongings intercepted upon arrival in Minneapolis-St. Minnesota Paul, according to the woman, who was not identified, told officials she planned to use the waste to make a necklace as she had done in the past with moose poop. I guess so, right? I mean, I don't know. Like, would you wear a poop necklace? Maybe.
I've heard of shit jewelry, but that really takes the cake. Really, come on.
Anyway, I don't know what happened there. I don't really care. Indianapolis police capture a cheeky monkey that escaped and went on the lam. I don't know if I want to read that. Vikings had Windows other shift away from their image as barbaric Norsemen, Danish museum says. Really? So basically they're saying that Vikings weren't as crazy as people thought.
Oh, I know Vikings weren't as crazy, but most Vikings really had a good life. They really, were just trying to make living just like everybody else was back then. It was tough times. There's a lot of cooking 8.5 million of mushrooms. One would have to cook quick before they all go off, I guess. Brian PC says, "Oh, no poop jewelry." I think that's too much good news. Yeah, I think that's kind of odd. I really do. I can't visualize that. By the way, there's some news I think so good. Right now, we're down to 11 viewers right now. Oh, here's more good news. That's actually good news. It's also 12:33. Yeah. Yes, it's 12:33. So, we had a good show, Noodles. I thank you for coming on today. I really do.
Michelle.
As far as the other issue goes that we're talking about, we started the show this morning. A lot of that issue all ties in with all the other stuff that you just read stories about. The craziness of society, the craziness of the way the world has become. And I think it's sad, but it's reality. You can't just say it's only because of one issue. It's actually a mix of many issues. But I am glad to say, at least in the public school in Colorado and the superintendent schools in Massachusetts, are starting to realize that this woke policies that were being tried, both in interscholastic sports in Massachusetts and the public school situation in Colorado, only demonstrates that some people are aware of what's going on and want to take back the decency of this country. And that's something we all must be doing. Last time I watched my repair video, and it was a good repair. At first, I wasn't quite sure how I was supposed to get the cover off the battery. But then, after looking at it, I saw that there was the one screw, so I realized I had to take the screw out. DIY, and I cannot find the watch repair video? For this one DIY, and I can't. Think about changing my news provider. Why? Where do you normally get your news from? I mean, I tried to be... When Noodles brought some of the stories up, it just, like I said, it points one thing, that even though Winston is a small community, just like a lot of other small communities, they're being affected. What you're seeing is a microcosm of what's going on the larger scale. And yet we have policemen and women that are still working very hard to do what the police were meant to do, to protect and serve. I am trying to do something for my kid, and I'm looking for the DIY on it. What is it you want to do for the kid, Blazing Leo? Maybe I might be able to give you some information or idea where to look. Maybe. You know. Well, one of the things I am proud to say before we go is I want you to realize that we have achieved something very positive today. We have achieved something extremely positive. Don't let the viewership fool you, because we still need new members. Ladies and gentlemen, may I humbly say that we need to continue to get some donations together for the Thanksgiving dinner. And I know $100 sounds a lot, but as report shows from the federal government think tank, cost of living adjustment for Social Security of 3.2% official is really not what they really need to have cost of living set for. There really should have been 20% cost of living adjustment on Social Security when you had to know the cost. Again, not surprisingly enough, the federal government screwed the disabled another time. And that friggin' sucks.
Oh, yeah!
Now, I was trying to make a stuffed animal holder out of a dollar store laundry basket rope. Stuffed. Oh, we mean something like you can like hang on the wall or something? Like, okay. So like, you know, something like a little pocket you can put on the wall, or maybe attached to a bed or something like that. Okay. I don't know about a big laundry basket on the wall, but maybe a smaller like wicker basket or something, or like one of those Easter baskets type things would work for most people. Yeah. Well, anyway, guys, I want to thank you all for coming. I know all the people on Kick that were watching the show. I thank you for coming to Kick as well. The Kick audience out there, I know you're out there. I know you're out there. And I want to say thank you, everybody, for being on the show. It's very appreciated you come here. I'm going to have the rest of the day off officially. Blake might be playing some World of Warcraft tonight, me and Human Body. We don't know yet. But we played Wednesday because she had something coming up for Saturday. So we don't know if we're playing World of Warcraft tonight. Oh, before I forget. Yes, they are working on a new release of World of Warcraft Classic called Season of Mastery. Season of Mastery. I don't know if it's going to be an expansion you have to buy, or if it's just going to be an upgrade or what. But it's already been mentioned yesterday at BlizzCon that they are expanding World of Warcraft Classic into something called Season of Mastery. Ouch! Don't season my legs with your claws, Rusty. Okay? So, just so you know that. But for now, I want you all to have a nice day. I'm going to go partake in some sustenance, and I'll see you later on. So for now, everybody, see you soon. See you tomorrow or later tonight, who knows. And you definitely won't see me on Silvermoon Radio and Kick tomorrow. Don't you forget about that. We're going to have music. We got some music coming in and all kinds of new stuff. And the new turntable, the second turntable, will probably be here later on this week. So then we'll be able to turntable the job. Yeah. Oh, big cat. Yeah, big heavy hat. Oh, yeah, he's a good cat. Don't let him fool you. He's a good kitty. He's a big kitty, but he's a good kitty. Yeah. So, anyway, so everybody, do me a favor. Have a good day. Do good stuff. And, yeah, my microphone. I did buy a new microphone for this one to replace this one, which is kind of acting up. So, that one's going to be coming soon. And, yeah, I did buy some of the stuff on my watch list because the microphone and stuff is just acting kind of flaky. So for now, see you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.